Good afternoon to all. I am Mr. Balasaheb Rajam Tambe, Assistant Professor in MFE's KTHM College, Nasik. In this year, 2020, MA-MSc second year syllabus is revised. In the KTHM College PG level, our specialization is Economic Geography. Under this specialization, we have to study different subjects in the geography. And the title of our course is Geography of Rural Development. We are going to discuss the syllabus of this course. It is paper number GGUT, Geography of Rural Development 239. Our country is made up of several villages. Development of rural areas is important to the development of the nation. Rural development is the process of improving the quality of life and economic well-being of people living in rural areas, often relatively isolated and sparsely populated areas. We are going to discuss the chapter-wise syllabus. The first chapter is Introduction to Rural Development. In this chapter, concept of rural development. Rural development is the comprehensive term. It essentially focuses on action of the development of areas outside the mainstream urban economic system. We should think of what types of rural development is needed because of modernization of villages leads to urbanization and village environmental disappears. It means that concept of rural development is very important. Then geography and rural development. What is the relation between geography and rural development? Then nature and scope of rural development. There is difference between nature and scope. We will study in detail nature and scope of rural development also. Then aim and objective of rural development. The word rural means an area which is marked by non-urban style of life, occupation, structure, social organization and settlement pattern. You know that every subject have a different aims and different objectives. Aim of our subject is removal of unemployment, improve the standard of living, availability of soft drinking water, such like as aims also our subject. Then objective to improve productivity and thereby the income of the rural poor. In the second chapter, we will study about the factor affecting on rural development. First one is geographical factor. There are so many geographical factor affect on rural development. You know that geographical factor is dominant factor affect on any types of development. For example, relief, climate, so many sites, forest, forest area, plain region, mountain region. These are a relief factor affect on the development, rural development. Then social factor, for example, public health and sanitation, then literacy, female empowerment, land reform. These are the social factor affect on the rural development. Then economic factor, there are infrastructural development, availability of credit, as well as income of the farmers or villagers. These are economic factor affect on the rural development. For example, some rural villages having a good income source and some villages having a no income source related to the generate the fund. That's why this factor affect on rural development. Then rural demography, this factor is also very important, because uh, our villages, uh, we make the villages, every village having a different population, and some demographical factors affect on economy, rural development, as like as religion, caste, literacy, language, then sex ratio, then some education. These are the important demographical factor affect on rural development. Then third chapter, we will study about the rural basic services and infrastructure. This chapter also is very important. Rural housing and rural health, these two factors are also very important, because you know that Indira Gandhi Awas Yojana, this is one of the important yojana implemented into the rural area by the central government. This is important. Then rural health, or rural farmers or rural citizen not take care of his health. That's why this is also a very important factor. Then drinking water and sanitation, this facility available into the every villages, but some villages having no drinking water facility or no sanitation facility. That's why we will study in detail which types of problems are there into the rural area, and what will be the solutions overcome of these problems. Then rural electrification and energy. Number of villages we connect to the thermal power station as well as hydroelectric power station for electricity. Many types of energy resources are available into the rural areas, which are renewable or non-renewable. Rural education is very weak in the India. We will study in detail what types of education we are provide into the rural area, and what will be the after the rural education. uh, there is some taluka places or district places. In these places there is higher education is available, and that's why rural education or rural student are going to the migrate for higher education into the urban area. Then next subtopic is rural connectivity. It is also very important, because our so many villages are located into the mountain region, and this connectivity of these villages to the main city is very big, and so many roads are metal, or so many roads are non-metal. That's why connectivity is also very big. Communication, this is also very important, because we will connect to the villages for transportation and communication, with the help of transportation and communication. And both, when this both of facility will be going to strong, that time our rural basic services or rural region will be going to develop as early as possible. Chapter number 4 is rural development planning. When we want to develop the rural region, that time we should make the planning. First subtopic is planning for rural development. Second one is planning process, level and types of planning. Third one is multi-level planning, district planning and grassroots planning. There are three types of planning. Okay, grassroots planning means which are the village we want to going to develop. That time we should make planning for only for this village. District planning and multi-level planning also is very important. Then rural development planning in India, and then integrated rural development program as like as Manrega and NRLM. Manrega, it is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005, and NRLM means National Rural Livelihood Mission 2011. Then into the chapter number 5, government policy and rural development. Role of government in rural development. We know that our government make the various policy for the development of the rural region or urban region also. But these policies also are very important. Many yojana we make for the development of the rural area. For example, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana NRLM, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushalya Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, PM Gram Sadak Yojana. Such like as yojana we implement for the development of the rural region. Then major issues and challenges in contrast to India. We know that our India is having an area near about 2.4% in compared to the world. That's why our area is very vast. More than, it is near about 32,87,263 square kilometer. That's why we have lots of challenges, and we want to overcome on these challenges for development of our nation. Then green revolution and rural development. Our Swami Raman Dr. M.S. Swaminathan is the father of rural development, green revolution in the India. That's why, because of this green revolution, our specific states or specific districts are going to develop compared to non-green revoluted nation states or district. And that's why this is green revolution is one of the important revolution into the agriculture for as well as into the rural region. Then role of rural institution in development. This chapter is also important. Role of rural institution in development of the rural region. There are so many rural institutions. First learning point is definition, types, structure and characteristics of rural institution. Panchayat Raj institution, structure, function and problem. We will study in detail this structure, function and problem of Panchayat Raj. The leaders of the Panchayat Raj was often called Mukhiya, Sarpanch or Pradhan in elected or generally acknowledged position. The modern Panchayat Raj of India and its Gram Panchayat are neither to be confused with the traditional system nor with the extra constitutional caste panchayat found in the part of the northern India. That's why this panchayat raj is also important. Then cooperatives, nabards, regional rural banks, primary agricultural credit societies, and structure and function. These are also important because these nabards or banks or societies provide the loan to the student to the farmers or villagers, and this is very important role of these banks or societies for development of the this specific village. Then non-government organization, it is NGO and rural development. NGOs and rural development, this is a very important role of NGOs for the rural development. So many NGOs are provide the trees or for the forestation into the rural region. So many NGOs are provide some medicinal facility for increase the awareness into the health, as well as they are uh, they are going to important role to development of the rural region. then then application of computer and information technology in rural development. Actually, this is very important topic. This is very important topic because of day by day we are make smart classes, smart school into the villages, and that's why into the digital classes also we use computer into the rural region, and student are going to happy to for this computer education. And this in this education, e-governors, e-agriculture, generation of resources, data sources acquisition, structure transformation into map, diagram, visual presentation for better comprehension, application of cartographic techniques. It means that farmer are going to develop into this information technology also, because of so many near about every family having a one Android mobile, and with the help of this mobile they acquire the knowledge of surrounding areas, surrounding region, as well as agriculture or e-governors or cartographic, they are using cartographic techniques also, and this is important for the development of the region. Then application, IT, information technology, and geographical information system in rural development, like smart villages. Maharashtra government or central government are develop the smart villages into the every district, and day by day not only a smart city important for the development of the nation, but also smart villages also very important for the development of the nation. And and this concept will be going to develop our nation. Then management, rural management, smart village concept and structure. What will be the facility available into the smart villages? This concept we will study in detail. Watershed management in and rural development. Watershed management is also very important into the rural region. There are um, so many foundations are implemented the watershed management program into the villages, and this is important. You know that Raigarh Siddhi, Hure Bazar, and another so many villages are accept this challenge, and they are implement watershed management program in his village. Problem and prospects of rural development in India. There are, we know that so many problems because of farmers are uh, literate but not more literate. This is the important problem, as well as our connectivity or transportation is facility is also very not very weak but weak, and these are problem are main obstacle into the rural development. And we have, when we overcome this challenge, that time there is very big opportunity to India develop for rural development as well as national development. And then management of the tribal villages, there is also important problem, important question to the India, because our village, some villages are located into the remote place, some villages are located into the mountain region. These are, some villages are tribal villages. That's why we um, we will categorize these villages for the development, and this is important for the development of the nation. Then case study of rural development, there is important case study to us. Rayagan Siddhi, Anna Hazare, Hiwre Bajar, Popotra Pawar, both person are important, going make vital role to development of the those villages. And that's why we will study in detail of those villages case study. Thank you, student. Thank you very much. Next lecture we will start from the first chapter, and uh, one by one up we will study one by one chapter, and into the every lecture we will cover some important some learning point, not whole chapter. Thank you very much.